Guys, Roy Hinnen, Switzerland. This video is all about aerodynamics. I'll give you a few tricks how you can improve your CdA. If you're interested, stay with me. In general, if you have more flexibility, all those things, shoulder thrust and other things, if you have more flexibility, of course you can achieve more power on the pedal because the length of your muscle is a little bit longer. That increases the peak power performance that you will achieve, and that will get you into a better aerodynamics. But don't forget, of course, it's always a balance between sustainability and aerodynamics. It doesn't make sense if you're going 2 months before you race, if you're going to an indoor track and work on your aerodynamics, and then you find out 3 months later that you can't hold this position. So this video is all about what you can do in the next 4 months. It's winter time, Switzerland, very cold. We work on the indoor trainer. What can you do with your bicycle to improve this flexibility? Some very basic, easy things to do. Of course, there are 3 areas, key areas where flexibility directly influences your bike position, and that I want to point out. Talking about body, we have hamstring, we have the hip flexor, we have the shoulder, and we have the lower back. Okay, those areas are key areas that if you can get the flex in, if you can move those muscles, you will have a better aero position. And I will show you on the screen. Have a look. I have 8 exercises, very simple exercises that I have that I do with my athletes to improve exactly those 4 areas. But of course there are a lot of other maybe even better exercises that you can do, but this is the fundament for your aero position. Don't forget, if you're buying a fancy bicycle wheel set, difference between the best wheel sets is maybe 5 to 10 watts. Okay, if you're buying a fancy bicycle that costs a lot of money, you can save maybe 10 to 15 watts to a normal regular bicycle. It's not that much. With the body position though, you get about 70%. So if the body position is good, you have a nice aero suit and a good helmet, you have about 90%, 85 to 90% of what really matters about aerodynamics. So also one thing I want to mention is if I was a pro nowadays, I would be riding 165 crank arm length, go very short, because we have found out on testing that the balance between left and right, the stroke balance is much closer. I get much more to the 50-50 range. And also one thing I would do is this shoe, the middle foot shoe, did also some testing. Normal cleat is here and middle foot is here. So I'm sitting about 15 millimeters lower and my stroke feels much more comfortable. But this is very individual. But anyway, this is what I would do. Please consider this. There are some videos out I did in German on middle foot position and on shorter crank arms that I did with steps in Munich. Okay, so in this video I want you to stimulate to work on your indoor bicycle. We will go after this introduction. We'll go over and I will show you what you can do for your shoulders, for your lower back, to reduce frontal surf area. Okay, most important if you want to reduce is really do the shoulder thrust is like with your arms close your ears. Okay, this will reduce this frontal area, and that will greatly reduce CdA. Talking about aerodynamics, if you save 10 watts, it will save you around a minute per hour. So if you're riding a 5-hour Ironman at about 23-24 miles, you will save about 1 minute per hour. So that is 5 minutes. Okay, so 1 minute is 10 watts times 5 is 5 minutes. With a good position, I've seen athletes that reduce their drag for about 0.2, 0.3, so like 30 watts. If you save 30 watts on a 5-hour ride, you know, you can count that is about 15 minutes that you save. And it doesn't really cost that much if you check your aerodynamics. But before you do, and that's the key point, and that's what I see here in Europe a little bit, they hustle into this, let's get this nice aero position fixed. It will not work. We have to be able to ride this position very comfortable and easy. Because that's why you need to really work on your deltoids, on the trapezius, on the rhomboids, and on the pectoralis. Those muscles need to be flexible, you know, in order to be relaxed on this position. Okay, so this is my introduction. Come with me. I show you on my bicycle. It's a Roy Hinnen bicycle. I used to sell those bicycles in the 90s. It's a 1,000 euro bicycle, but it will do its job to reduce your drag. And please don't forget, this is hard work and not so fancy. Come with me. Okay, now look at my bicycle. This is my cockpit, and all I want you to do is just use a plate. This is a very easy going thing. Okay, from the side, if you look at my cockpit position, this is usually the way athletes ride. So now I want you to start to really move forward, and then straighten your back, okay? This is the position that we want. And then start to move with your head, okay? Start to move, okay? And then you see, my cockpit really is not more than, let's say, 2 inches below the height of my saddle top. So it's not a very, very aggressive position based on the height of my position here. So it's not very aggressive, but I'm able to really lower my neck into that triangle at the beginning of this bicycle. So I'm very low here, get my helmet down into the triangle, then look up, and then get the shoulder thrust, use my shoulders, try to close my ears, okay? And this is the position you want to really practice in the winter time, okay? Just practice this position. You don't want this position that you ride all the way up. Hello guys, I buy a $10,000 bicycle, I feel good. That will save you 10 watts. If you're working on this position here, this can give you 20 to 30 watts and even more, okay? So that's what I want you to practice. Get a little bit longer, you know, move your elbows together and lower your head in between the triangle, okay? That's it. Okay, this is the frontal area. You can see here a lot of space moving inside. We don't want that. We want to close this, okay? So this is the average position. It even doesn't fit on the screen of my filming here. Okay, and I want you to start to move, okay? Like forward, and then really start to lower. Okay, lower down. This is not so difficult. Just lower down and watch out. Okay, this is what we want. A little bit higher here. Close down that hole that we don't want, that you usually have. Look at this. Look at this. So here, I'm coming here at, I guess, at about 0.3 CdA. It's a guess. I'm 6'2". I go down here a little bit longer, stretch my back, lower my neck, and watch forward. I'm probably down to 0.24, which is not too bad. And then the shoulder. See this? See this? Okay, this is it. This is a lot of stuff. Okay. Hi, I have a new bicycle. Hi, I have a cheap bicycle, but I'm very aerodynamic. Okay? So this is the difference. That's what I want you to practice even here. If you're holding here like this, I want you to move. I want you to move that head up and down. Okay, when you bicycle. So that makes a lot of sense. So now you get 3, 4, 5 months time to get adjusted to this position. With an easy plate, I paid $5 for this, mounted it on my bicycle, This gives me time over the winter time to go check out with my bicycle manufacturer and ask him, hey, I need some length, I need some height, I need some width. Let's find it out, what you can change so that you can move into your position that you need, and not that the bicycle manufacturer puts you in. Okay, that's a big difference. So I don't understand why those fancy bicycles don't give you freedom to move your elbow back and forth and up and down and low and change this. This is, for me, this is not professional. Okay, if I was a bicycle manufacturer, I would sell you a bicycle that you can move wherever you need to move to get your CdA down. I don't care about if the brake is behind the fork and all that stuff. This is nice, of course. The rule applies. Everything the eye sees, it will have an influence, a negative influence on your aerodynamics, of course. But we are talking about very, very small difference. Here, you have the difference. You can play it by yourself. You know, put your bicycle indoor in front of a mirror and watch what you do. So that's why I don't really ride with Trainer Road or Swift or full gas. I just need music, a mirror, and I will work on this position. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. If you like, click on the bottom and see you next time. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for watching my videos. This is my Buch Triathlon Total, working towards your personal best. It's available on Amazon. You can buy the digital version for $11 and the print version for about $20. If you like my content on the video, you'll find more detailed explanation about how to get better in triathlon. It's 30 chapters out of my 30 years of a coach. Thank you.